Everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we have Hannibal Season 1, episode... What are we on? Episode 6 now. I'm gonna be honest, I was meant to double upload last week, but I will be doing it this week. I was just a bit too busy and I had work and... yeah, so we're doubling up this week. So episode 6 and episode 7 will come this week, I believe, on Saturday for episode 7. Love the show so far. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Last episode was very gory, but very exciting. Very interested to see where the show goes from here. Don't really have any predictions. I mean, we are closing in closely to the halfway point of the season, so I imagine either this episode or the next episode might be quite big. Maybe have a little bit of a turning point in the show. But, again, no predictions, no spoilers for the show, so I'm excited to see where this heads. Without further ado, let's go right into Hannibal, Season 1, Episode 6. Let's go.
On your feet, Dr. Gideon, or we will restrain you. Get a gurney.
I mean, if he was lying on the floor, he was either asleep or dead. I don't know why you kept talking to him. Is he gonna wake up and kill her? Oh. Oh my god.
Afraid they won't let me out. No, I'm not a doctor.
You're not FBI either. That's a temporary identification. I assure you, for something so disturbing, it is quite undisturbed. I cannot help feeling responsible myself for what happened.
Mr. Graham's going to need to see the crime scene.
That's the thing you do. Make you a highly skilled profiler.
He's not here to be analyzed.
Perhaps he should be.
Well, Will was right, expecting that they wouldn't let him leave.
No.
We're
Not
already
this trip.
analyzing him.
Maybe a special visit.
Thank you, Dr. Chilton. I'd like to see the crime scene now.
Reason you failed and kept.
Wow, okay. Damn. If that had happened in real life, you know, I would have been like, oh, that's awful and disgusting, but because it's a TV show, that is so cool. I'm sorry. I love how they did that. That was really cool. Game of Thrones. Love the score. This is great. Oof. That was so good. Such a good scene.
As far as we know, it's been over 2 years since the Chesapeake Ripper kill.
Morning, Agent Crawford.
Sorry to pull you out of class. There's nothing wrong.
I feel like I know this actress.
You wrote me a letter when you qualified for the academy.
Yes.
The Ripper's very hot.
So I'm gonna assume she dies too. You know.
He has some of the characteristics of what they call a sociopath.
I'm assigning you to the Chesapeake Ripper task force. You're going to work directly under me.
But I can't help wondering, why me?
Sorry, I quickly went to get something to eat, so if I miss something in that scene, I will be rewatching when I'm editing, so I'm not gonna miss it.
He butchered his last wife and her family on Thanksgiving.
Murdering his wife was impulsive.
I know you're anxious to get on with it. You have talked to Gideon before, for some length of time. He is very familiar with you.
You had some sessions with him?
Yes, too.
Very Silent of the Lambs now, but modern.
Why, Dr. Bloom. How wonderful to see you again. It's hard to forget one so sublime. I was caught red-handed. I mean, literally. I did it.
Whether you are who you say you are.
Never like being called the Chesapeake Ripper.
You're a very patient man.
You're just gonna run the psychopathic checklist of my genitals. I find it gives a much truer gauge of a reaction. The effect I was hoping to have was her death.
Certainly what somebody needs.
It's not Hannibal, is it?
Come in the neighborhood.
Yeah, something like that. She's fine. But she tells me that she's fine, and she tells me when she's not. I could talk to her if she was here.
About her condition.
Yeah, about her cancer, about her dying.
I'm prohibited from talking about it, doctor-patient confidentiality. Well, Graham is not officially my patient. We have conversations.
That's true.
You don't think I have a right to know what's happening with my wife?
Not for me.
True.
Well, I'm not just gonna stand outside my marriage and watch this happen.
Come on, Jack, man.
She married the wrong guy.
I can't stop thinking about when my wife is gonna die.
Nah.
You're dreading the loss of your wife.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Who else couldn't you save?
Take a look around.
Flashback again.
He did it all here. Did while he was alive. Organs were removed. Surgical trophies. Psychopaths are attracted to surgical fields. They offer... We call you the guru. You have a peculiar cleverness.
Victims. He doesn't hunt exclusively.
I'm a little worried about Jack. Not just his emotional well-being, but these past 2 episodes we've been getting a lot of Jack. I really hope he makes it past season 1. But I don't feel it. I feel like something's gonna happen to Jack at the end of the season. There's something in the narrative. It feels like we're heading that way, but we'll see.
Jack. Jack.
Who is this?
Jack. It's Miriam. So wrong.
Miriam?
Please, Jack.
Provider in the United States.
Was she driven crazy by whatever, by the Ripper? So he didn't lose her in terms of dying, he lost her in terms of, you know.
That little box outside your house, or a junction in your neighborhood.
It was Miriam.
Haven't heard her voice in 2 years, Jack.
Are you certain it was a recording? If there's no body.
Miriam Lass is dead.
Very curious about the deer. Obviously, I know it's very much come from that first case, but...
You look like you were dreaming.
I was thinking about something else.
A direct way of communicating with the Chesapeake Ripper.
Be able to influence him to become visible.
If we can enrage him, we think we need to make him the truth.
You might push the Ripper to kill again.
Morning, Agent Crawford. Thank you for inviting me.
Her again.
Mr. Graham, so good to see you.
Is that your brand of journalism is obnoxious and therefore disliked.
I'm friendly with the new chief of staff. I can get you an interview. Colonies are attracted to certain professions.
God, I'm so sorry. The heterosexuality in me is going. That woman is so beautiful. The doctor.
Know what number 7 is, Mr. Graham?
Law enforcement.
Here we are.
Oh, look at her. Oof. Sorry.
His name is Dr. Abel Gideon, and strong evidence has surfaced that he's the most sought-after serial killer at large. For years and has baffled their most gifted profilers.
Oh my god, it's him.
Been silent for more than 2 years.
Oh my god. It's Hannibal. Damn.
You're not the Chesapeake Ripper.
Oh, have to agree to disagree.
You didn't take any trophies when you murdered your wife and her family on Thanksgiving.
You know how stressful the holidays can get.
Miriam.
Somebody didn't mean to kill her. Now, don't get mad. Well, what have I got to lose?
I think this is going to be my favorite episode by the end. This is really gripping.
Why didn't you put her on display?
What makes you think I didn't?
I don't know where I am. I can't say anything. I was so wrong.
Yeah, it is a recording.
I don't want to die like this.
Oh, God. That can't be Hannibal, right? Why would Hannibal torture Jack like this?
She's dead. She wasn't here.
The Chesapeake Ripper before he killed her.
Could have at least read the report.
I read it.
Your assessment, sir?
Is that instead of being here, you should be in a lecture hall boning up on good. You shouldn't be so dismissive of what you're learning here. One thing for a trainee to go poking around in private medical records without a warrant.
I hope we get more scenes like this, more black and white flashbacks. Looks great.
Then I hope you forgive me for skipping class today.
Gideon is going to provide us with a singular opportunity to analyze a pure sociopath. Dinner is served.
Inspired.
I don't think I've ever had tongue before.
It was a particularly chatty. Your tongue is very feisty. It's nice to have an old friend for dinner.
Jesus. His choice of words. To have an old friend for dinner.
He is. He knows he is. So do I.
Suggestion in Gideon's mind that he was the Ripper.
You're not suggesting coercive persuasion.
What circumstances?
It may have been useful trying to remind Gideon he's the Chesapeake Ripper. If he repressed those memories.
I need to know. I want to love your insight.
I love Norton grapes. Peel it.
A grape with nothing to hide.
I'm much more forgiving of the unorthodox than Dr. Bloom. Shall we?
The last call was made to Jack's cell from a...
Just torturing him. It can't be Hannibal, right? Why would Hannibal do that to Jack? What did Jack do?
Evidence has to be there.
Every search...
But it's gotta be, because of the cut to him reading the article. Her body. Oh my god. Oh my god.
The Ripper wanted to cloud my vision with hope.
It can sometimes be brave to allow yourself hope. Don't give up hope for your wife. Not yet. I'm sorry about your wife, Jack. I truly am.
And I thought she was alive. For a moment, anyway. I let myself believe something that I knew was impossible.
Maybe Hannibal did this on purpose as a way of inadvertently giving Jack hope. I don't know.
Yours, but someone you may have come into contact with when you were practicing physician. His name was Jeremy Olmsted.
Perhaps not so good a memory after all. I don't recall a patient with that name.
But you were on duty in the ER that night.
Oh.
Let me think.
It's been a long time since the accident, but I thought you may remember if anything was fishy with the arrow wound.
If you wait here, I'll be right back.
Oh no. Hannibal, man.
She's a very brave young woman.
Ugh, jeez. Oh, there we go. Wow. Alright, so we're getting a a two-parter then, I imagine. Great episode. Yeah, that was probably my favourite episode of the show so far. Absolutely loved that episode. Excuse me, yeah, I think as a story, as a narrative, just so gripping. So gripping. So dark. So engaging. That episode flew by. Because I reacted to X-Men 97, and that's 10 minutes shorter. But I felt like this went by a lot quicker than that did, as much as I enjoyed that one. But yeah, very, very good. Very, very good episode. And I do imagine this is a bit of a two-parter. And I did suspect correctly, with it kind of being the mid-season point of the show, things would be flipped on the head, and I do think it is now, with Hannibal kind of being responsible for such an emotional point in Jack's life. That's really interesting. But I do wonder about the calls and stuff, and why he was doing that to Jack. If secretly Jack did something to him in the past he didn't know, or I don't know. But very good. Very, very good. Excited for the next part, which again will hopefully, or should be, on Saturday. Thank you for watching the video. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe, like, and comment, all the good stuff. My Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd down both, like drop of them. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.